Hello and welcome everyone to our 17th episode. Say hello, ladies and Gentledice.
Hello.
Hi. Ladies and Gentledice, by the way. Sorry. Rox, you have stuff.
I have so much stuff. Actually, I don't have that much stuff. Yeah, welcome. We are Ladies Gentle Dice. We stream Dungeons and Dragons live play, which we're about to do. And it's every other Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch. That's when you can find our new episodes. We put them on YouTube as well, so you can check us out there. And the Wednesday before each new episode, we rerun the last episode at 7 p.m. Pacific time on the Twitch. We're also on Twitter at Gentledice, and you should totally follow us there and on YouTube. And I think that's everything. Is that everything?
And TikTok.
Oh, we have a Tickety Talk. Yeah, you should also do that. I'm not on there. Sorry. I'm a bad social media representative.
It's fine. It's fine. I do it. Not very much. I should do more. But and also it's not on our layout quite yet, so I'll get that there eventually too. But yeah, thanks, Rox. So why don't we just get started? Doodle-doo, doodle-doo. So, if you are new to our stream, or if you've missed a couple episodes, that's fine. We've started doing something new, something that I am very excited about because it's one less responsibility for me. So instead of me trying to remember the most important things that happened in our last session, per a wonderful TikTok user, we have started having our players do our recaps for previous episodes in character. This week, we have decided to get Keithan's thoughts on what happened in our last episode. Keithan, what the fuck happened?
Log 72. The fish magician we fought was not as they appeared to Gnarl, but still had the lingering effect of my spell. The two human fishermen we saved approached the others, as they are of little interest, unlike the fish people we fought. Even though they transformed into humans, they still retained the smell of the ocean, which made me wonder, would they taste like fish or humans? Even a small taste, I can tell that this meat is rancid. Such a waste. Eating them would make us sick. Maybe some effect of the spell? It was reminiscent of the tiger idol. However, Z couldn't find a tie in the book. The others agreed to help us with a fisherman, something about a delivery and free food. The group and fishermen seemed to rattle on about a wizard that used lightning to catch fish and taking all their business. The fish people attack started to pop up around the same time as the wizard came. We arrived at the delivery location at an inn called the Net. Z took the fish to the back as Nara proceeded to wipe the fish juice on me. I'll get them back for that. The party had all ordered goat stew, but they also offered fish, so, of course I got both. The goat stew, which was a bit gamey and light, fish was much better, but not as good as home. Z checked the book, no mention of the staff, potential new wizard in town involved with the fish people situation, at least by destroying the fish ecosystem. Fian and I ventured through the town at night, but found most shops closed. Even the docks had no attendance. The Galloping Minnow Ship. Odd name, but gives me an idea. Gnarl is not big on horses. Maybe could spook their horse while they're on it. Maybe a snake could work? Fried seagull. Darbark and Lauren both met previously in Gondrin. Darbark apparently is a captain of the Galloping Minnow, and very much in love with Lauren's ass. Fionn was very moved by Lauren's ass. Note to self, keep an eye out for an ass for Fionn. The Druids might be of interest in getting Tam to his school if they follow through rather than the Darbark. The net was so deserted the following morning, so no breakfast option, which was disappointing. Seemed to be more life in the streets this morning, with a crowd gathering on the beach. The townspeople were surrounding a woman from the net who appeared to be flopping around in the sand, unable to breathe. With Fion's magic, she was able to fix her, but the crowd was murmuring about sleepwalking and dreams. And then looking out to the ocean, perhaps it would answer what's drawing the people here. It's time to see if we can see what's calling them. Stepping into the water, burning pain travels up my body. Gramps is in danger. Trapped in the water below, I can see him surrounded with no way out. If I lose him, this whole trip is pointless. I leap into the water.
Fuck, that's so good!
I got goosebumps.
Oh, every second of that was gold! Thank you, Keithan! Holy shit! Oh, boy! Thank you so much, Keithan, for that very detailed and amazing recap of what happened last time. So now, all of you players remember, Keithan, after something very dramatic happening with Yelena, I think, yeah, Yelena, Keithan just kind of stepped into the water, and then next thing you knew, she was in, and Fionn was after her. What? Actually, okay, so we paused right there. Fionn dove out after Keithan. Gnarl and Zeneral, what do you do?
I'm gonna look at Gnarl and go,
Fionn has a
but Fionn just ran off, like,
after Keithan.
yep. And we can't swim in the ocean. There are cubes in there.
Hey guys, did Keithan?
Yep.
Why did Keithan do that?
No idea. But
Also, Fionn.
yep. Fionn can take care of herself. I'm not gonna lie. I can swim, but I don't think I can swim that well.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do, you guys.
I
Is
I
there
think I'm just gonna stand and stare at the ocean and watch Fionn and Keithan go.
Yeah. I think Tam also will stand in shock, and so will the quiet crowd of Fishtowns people, Fishtowns folk, will also watch behind you.
is there like anybody around us that looks like they're particularly, I don't know, like they stand out from the crowd at all, or
I will say, well, there is Yelena, who, while everybody is looking very shocked and, like, confused by this very sudden turn of events, you know, they just saw one lizard woman hop into the ocean and then another tiefling woman turn into an octopus and dive in right after her. They're all slack-jawed, except for Yelena, who... Give me an insight check.
While Teebs is doing that, can I look around for a boat? Like a rowboat?
At this part of the beach, there is not a rowboat.
That's
But
fine.
okay, what did you get?
24?
A 24. Okay, so Yelena looks longing and jealous. Like she is staring out into the ocean, like almost empty-eyed, and like she looks far away. Now, Keithan, you, how long can you breathe underwater?
15 minutes.
15 minutes, okay. Okay, so you have dove underwater and you are swimming. You don't have a swim speed, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so your movement is halved underwater. So I believe your movement is 15 feet. You normally move 30 feet. Okay, so Rox, you are. Tell me about your octopus. What do you look like? What kind of cool shit you got?
Yeah. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that. I'm probably a mauve octopus.
I love it. I love it.
I think we're gonna keep the color scheme here. Let's see. I don't know how. Well, large beast. So I think that's like 10 feet or something. Like big.
Yeah,
Big ass.
bigger than Keithend.
Bigger than Keith.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of just like change in midair and then like smash into the water. Like, I have a swim speed of 60 feet.
Okay.
So I'm going after Ms. Thing.
Okay. Immediately, just in the way that octopi do.
Yeah.
I think you catch up to Keithan real quick. What do you do? Like, Keithan is going as fast as she can, but like literally she's going 15 feet around and you are going 60. So she is going 30 feet around if she is dashing and you are 120. You're like, this is nothing.
Yeah, because Keithan would be dashing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make a tentacle attack, which includes a grapple.
Okay.
But I'm also gonna bludgeon you potentially. So sorry.
What are friends for?
What are friends for? Okay. What's my to hit? Okay. Ooh, 10 to hit. I assume that's a no. Okay, I just flail at you.
Okay.
For the moment. You're slippery.
Okay.
I will keep doing that.
Yeah.
Unless, I don't know, because Keithan's gonna do anything else.
Well, Keithan, I think you are currently under an effect, is what I will say.
With the vision thought of Gramps, I would be just trying to get to wherever I'm being pulled as quickly as possible.
Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do here is, after every attempt you have to grapple Keithan, after that attempt we're gonna move to what Gnarl, Zenral, and Tam are doing. That way everybody gets gets their own time to do stuff. So yeah, Gnarl, you see Yelena and she is staring off into the ocean longingly, jealously.
I will kind of like lightly smack Zenral like right here, the shoulder chest area, and just like kind of like loosely like grab the tunic that Zenral's wearing, but like not, and then head over to Yelena and kind of kneel down next to her.
Tam will follow you, and Yelena does not say anything. She just looks out into the horizon.
Excuse me. What do you see out there? Because she's just looking, right?
Yeah. Slowly she just kind of tears her eyes away from the ocean to look up at you who spoke to her, and she blinks slowly, like she looks almost vacant, but she eventually just kind of they're in there. That's where they are, she says. And we'll move back to Rox and Keithan. So yeah, Rox, yeah, another grapple attempt.
Another 5. That's
Okay, another 5. Keithan is great at multitasking. Like she's got one ear out for where she's going and the other ear is her eyes are in two different directions. One eye is ahead, the other is going off. And
my
watching
tail
what
can
you're
sense
doing.
your water movement.
Yeah.
It directs me.
Yep. And I will say, as you guys are moving, you are beginning to see like you're going deeper and deeper into the water, and you're beginning to see the silhouette of this huge cavern.
Okay.
Gnarl and Zenral. Oh, I'm sorry. What's up, Rox?
just wondering if is 30 feet we're 60 feet out?
Something like that. Yeah.
Ooh.
We're also we're being a little loosey goosey with with actual movement right now. We know mechanically what movement is at, but for the sake of the story, I'm being a little loosey goosey with how much distance you guys are actually making.
Okay, cool. A ways.
Yeah.
We're a ways out.
Gnarl and Zenral.
I will kind of get more into Yelena's space and kind of just stare into her eyes. Who are they?
She kind of frowns at you and shrinks away a little bit. And obviously is not happy about you being all up in her shit. But she glances at the horizon really quick before looking back at your face, because it's hard to look around your face to see the horizon. And she says, my family, their family, everyone's. They're in trouble. I have to help, she says. And Tam is like, help? Rox, let's make another.
Okay, I'm changing dice here. Because... Hey, 19. 24 hits.
Okay, how much damage do you do?
2d6 plus 3. Sorry, Keithan.
If Ethan's unconscious, you should be able to just grab him, right?
Yeah.
I only rolled 2 1s, so that's only 5 points.
Hey,
You lucky lizard.
that's fine, but also you have a grapple, right?
Yes, so it's if the target is a creature, it is grappled, and then the escape DC is 16. So I
Strength.
think that is next. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I grapple successfully if I hit. That's what
yes,
I'm guessing.
I believe so. That's how the zombies worked, or something that had grapple rules that I hurt you guys with, had the same rules.
Cool.
So yes, you have a grapple. Keithan, you have to make a DC 16. What was that? What was that check?
Strength.
DC 16 strength check. Okay, and keep in mind that is going to take you a little bit longer to get back, because mechanically, when you are grappling someone and moving them, your speed, I believe, might be more than halved.
Okay. I certainly will start hauling Keithan back towards shore.
Okay. What was...
So, it's a 14, because I rolled a 15 and I have a -1 instead of a +1. It was so close.
All right. Come with me.
Okay, give me 1 second to... So, it took us about 3 tries to get there. Let me... right now, what I'm doing is I am specifically looking at movement speed to see how many attempts Keithan has to get out before she's back on land.
Okay.
Grapple 5e.
Like looking at Keithan with like one giant eye on one side.
She's just looking off in the direction, a little, probably panicky.
Okay. This it's taking me too long to find. So we're just gonna say that your movement is halved. So
that's pretty steep.
Yeah. So it'll yes. So we'll say I don't want to give you 6 attempts to break the grapple because you know, in the interest of fairness, we're gonna break mechanics a little bit and give you the same amount of tries to break the grapple as Fionn had to grapple you in the first place. So that was first of 3.
Cool.
To make things fair.
That makes sense, I think.
So yeah, we're being fast and loose with the rules today.
I think that makes sense because I wasn't going my full speed. I was just chasing Keithan.
Right.
Just like trying to grabby paws or grabby tentacles.
Yeah. Okay. So back to Gnarl and Zenral.
I guess I'm just gonna look in the crowd and see if anybody's watching us because I don't really know what to do about the ocean and I don't know what to do with Yelena.
Okay.
I'm listening to the conversation though.
The mustachioed innkeeper is definitely listening. He is because he is close to Yelena. He is kind of like he's got an arm around her, kind of protectively, and he is looking very, very worried. And in the crowd, you can also see another mustachioed, bald gnome wearing these shocking yellow robes, looking like he's got a grumpy look on his face.
I'll look at innkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know her family? Are you her family?
He pauses and he looks down at Yelena and then back to you and shakes his head. No, she. I don't know much about Yelena's family. We're just good friends. But I do know that they aren't in the picture. That's all I know. She doesn't speak about them. Okay, Keithan. Fionn has got like one good or like 2 or 3 good tentacles just wrapped around you and using the other one to bloop, 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 back through the ocean.
All right, I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage.
Okay. That means the next time you cast a spell, you gotta do a thing, right?
Yeah, it says before I regain this feature, which is after a long rest. Sorry, my cats were just arguing with each other. Anytime before you regain this feature, the DM can have you roll on the Wild Magic Surge table immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell of first level or higher.
Okay.
And then I regain the use of the feature again.
Okay.
And with advantage, I still didn't freaking make it. 14 and a 12.
Good.
Good.
Okay. Gnarl and Zenral.
Did you say the gnome was watching us?
He's his eyes seem to be like kind of sliding between the horizon and between you guys because those are like people are shocked and looking out there, but there's also nothing happening. Like, they can't see, like, the dramatic struggle going on between two monster people. Under the
I'm going to let Gnarl hang out with the innkeeper, and I think I'm going to go over to the gnome.
Okay. He like oh yes. How do you?
I was just going to say, you from around here? Do you know what's going on? Do you?
He looks at you, like he starts at your feet, and then slowly.
Yeah.
What?
Are you from around here?
Yes, I am. Yeah. I am Earthwind, the Magnificent. But also, there's other things. What do you want?
I'm just wanting to know if you know what's going on around here. You're wearing some super nice robes. You don't look like a common fisherman. So you might have some knowledge on some things.
Okay. He it's like, you haven't heard of me?
I've heard a little bit, but I'm not from around here. I just came into town. So
well, apparently there's been people going around sleepwalking, right? They go to sleep, they wake up, they're outside of their house looking at the ocean or whatever. They got to be wrapped up in their, got to be tied up on their chairs at night and stuff.
Is it like specific people? Like,
we're gonna move back to this is your last chance, Keithan.
Before we move on to them, how tall is the gnome versus how tall General is? Just for visualization.
Yeah. How tall is General? That is a player choice.
I had to make sure I could find it. We are 5'11".
5'11"? Okay. So
almost 6 foot. Not quite.
So Earthwind is he's a little on the short side for a gnome. He's about I believe gnomes are typically around 3 feet. This dude is like 2.5 feet. So he's less.
So he comes up to like mid thigh.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that. He's really great.
Yeah, he's like.
Okay.
Okay, Keithan, this is your last chance. 7. Okay. So yeah, you're asking your Earthwind questions. Everybody kind of like looks up as they see like two tentacles just slap their way onto the shore and like hauling this struggling lizard person out of the water. And once completely out of the ocean, Keithan, I want you to make me another wisdom saving throw.
When I notice Theon come up and I was about to call you Z. Keithan is grappled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gnarl will take their leave of Violena and head over there and wrap their arms around Keithan.
Okay.
13.
At 13. Okay. That is as you leave the ocean, it's as if the sun shining on your face dries away the muddle that was in your mind, and you feel your thoughts start to clear, and you feel yourself come back into yourself. And
Do I still feel that there's like my loved ones are in the danger in the water, or with that kind of clearing of the muddling mind?
You do still feel like your loved ones are in danger in the ocean, but now you have the wherewithal to know that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, I will stickily release my hold on Keithan, like, pop, pop, pop. And then since Gnarl has them wrapped up, I'll just let that happen. And I'm gonna stay an octopus for now.
Okay, yeah, you
I
stay
can
in
hold my breath for an hour.
Okay, so you're just chilling, just
Yeah.
okay.
I pat Gnarl's head with just the end of one.
I really like I know you specifically with the end of a thing, but I really like the visual of you accidentally like putting it right there and just being like
That's why I have some hickeys after this.
Yeah.
I've never, Fion's never been this shape, so it's a little unwieldy.
Yeah.
I may have missed.
Okay. What do you guys do? Keithan, you are now yourself. Maybe a little bit worse for wear. Currently being bear hugged by Gnarl.
Thank you. I look to the octopus.
I think that means you're welcome in octopus, Tam says. But also, why'd you do that?
I had the sense that my Gramps was in danger in the water. It doesn't make sense.
Isn't yeah.
Yelena said the same thing. Are you gonna jump in the water again?
No, I think I'm good. The hug is warm and all, but yeah.
Threatening fist, Keithan, and get in between them in the water.
I will reluctantly let go of Keithan.
Keithan bolts. No.
My landing is really slow.
That was a weird feeling. Thank you. Did you find out anything else up here?
I mean, it sounds like people are sleepwalking and looking at the ocean, and everybody's seeing their family. Fish. What does it have to do with fish?
I'm still talking to Earthling.
Okay. So you what can you repeat to me what your last question to Earthwind was?
Oh, I was like, is it like specific people, like families, or I don't know, specific hair color? Do they visit specific shops?
I don't know. Why would I know that? I just live here.
You're supposed to be Earthwind the Magnificent, right?
Yeah, I am magnificently magnificent at getting fish in restaurants.
Oh yeah, you're the one that's, what are you doing? Throwing lightning into?
Excuse you. I have created a system.
Okay, I'd love to hear about your system. I like I said, this is all secondhand info. I'd love to hear. I'm interested. I'm not trying to offend you at all.
What I do is I have found a system where I can scry to find large schools of fish, and then I get there, right? I can track them and I can get there, and then I use magnificent magic of mine to use lightning, to call lightning from the forces of nature itself down and murder all the fish. So then everyone here can eat.
Overkill though?
No one here is starving.
But they weren't starving before that.
You don't know that. You said you're new.
That's true, but like there's specific fishermen here to... That's their job. You feel bad about kicking these people out of their job?
He starts squinting at you.
Or aren't there fish people in the ocean too? Like they have to rely on food as well. So like you're over harvesting away from these people. It's a delicate balance, and you are messing with that balance.
He looks at you with the squint, and you can see like the little frown under his gray mustache.
Mustache?
Yeah, mustache. It is very finely oiled. But the tavern keeper's is still nicer because his is bushy and black and this guy's is like gray. And anyway, Irfwin looks at you and he squints up at you. What are you, a fucking cop?
No, just a traveler, and I've just heard some things, and
then I don't gotta tell you nothing.
I'm also trying to figure out why my friend ran into the ocean and they just got into town. Like, we just got into town. We haven't even been here 24 hours yet. And my friend has already ran into the ocean.
I don't know what to tell you, lady. I haven't. This is the first time I saw your friend. I just saw someone from the tavern, the pretty dwarf from the tavern, gasping for air like a fish, and then your friend started. I've never seen your friend before. I don't know how I can help you here.
Information, man. Information.
Well, I'm trying to explain to you that I just work here.
Yeah, and you're
being awfully inquisitive for someone that's not a cop.
Would it make you feel better if I told you I was a cop?
Are you arresting me?
And I'll like reach for one of my daggers on my thigh, but not pull it out yet. I'm just reaching for it.
Make an intimidation check, please.
Can I head over there?
You can start heading over, but you are too far away to impose advantage.
That's fair.
Oh yeah. Okay. It's not an at 20. I really wish it was, but it's an 18 plus my intimidation would be a 21.
Oh fuck. You're like, would it make you feel better if I was a cop? And then you start, reaching towards something, and his eyes immediately widen, and he like takes a step back.
I'll take a step forward.
Okay. And he's like, I'm sorry. He like holds his hands up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean any disrespect, but also I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why your friend went diving into the water. I don't know why people are sleepwalking. None of the people that eat my food are sleepwalking.
And you deliver your fish where again?
To the fishery.
The fishery. Okay.
Yeah, they pay me enough.
Still think what you're doing is overkill. You really should calm it down.
Okay.
I'll be back. And I'll turn around and walk back to where I thought Gnarl was, but now I don't see Gnarl, and I'm like looking around.
Eventually you find a giant octopus.
Well, Gnarl was gonna come to me, so I'm sure we like run into each other.
You also run into each other. Yeah, you see Gnarl walking over, and you meet them in the middle, and right behind Gnarl you see a very ruffled looking Keithan and a mauve octopus.
Oh, mauve! I got that. I know that's rock. Not rocks. God dang it! I know it's beyond. Just.
Did you find out anything?
This guy is overkill. He is. What he's doing to kill these fish is overkill, but he also thinks I'm a cop, so we're just gonna roll with that.
All right.
I think I scared the pants off of him a little bit, but he's also a little fellow, which I kind of feel bad about, but
Tam looks at you and he's like, isn't it illegal to impersonate an officer of the law?
I'm not impersonating. I never said I was a cop. I
Only
never
if you
said I was
get
a
caught.
cop.
Only if you get caught.
Yeah, but I look at Tam and I said, it's all about the wording. I never said I was a cop.
Okay, so never say you're a cop, just imply heavily that you're a cop. Okay.
I mean, I intimidated him, but, I never said I was a cop. That was his thought, not mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. No one will believe I'm a cop. This is a gambit I'm gonna have to put in my back pocket for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Just embrace those shades of gray.
I'm gonna look at Gnarl and say, what'd you find out? Is Keithan okay? As I'm assuming, like, walking back over to...
Yeah, the tavern owner, I cannot remember what his name is, unfortunately. He is helping Yelena back to her home, it seems, and everybody's beginning to disperse now that the activity seems to be winding down. Bernard. Yeah. And yeah, the Erfwin specifically gives you a real wide berth, Zeneral, as he leaves.
Oh yeah, he'll see me later.
Does Keithan's look like they're not gonna try to hightail it into the ocean again? Like, seem pretty good?
Keithan, do you seem like you're about to hightail it to the ocean again?
Roll an insight.
Oh, cocked. Wisdom. Let's see here. I don't know if you're teasing or not. I'm taking you seriously. Okay.
That's cool.
11?
Maybe?
Okay.
You're not entirely sure. Do you trust Keithan? That is the true question.
That I really don't know how to answer that. I trust Gnarl. And Gnarl seems like they had a pretty good grip on Keithan for a hot second. So I'm going to scoot back into the water. I want to go, because I'm pretty zippy, I want to go back and just look at that cave.
Okay.
See if I can have a scope when I'm not, like, concerned about trying to get my friend back.
Okay. So yeah, we'll take a minute to have you go look at the cave. It's not that far. And it's deep in the ocean, completely submerged. And how deep do you want to go into it?
I don't want to go in just yet. I'm just going to peer around the entrance and see if I notice anything interesting, anything.
Do you have dark vision
Natural.
as an octopus?
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay.
And yeah, pretty good perception. Like, not terrible.
Okay. So you not far into the about 30 feet into the cave, you do see a gate, a very large closed gate.
Oh.
And you see a couple of figures holding, like, each one's holding a trident and one is holding a harpoon that seem to be standing in front of this gate.
Guarding, like, looking like they're alive. Are they moving at all?
Yes, they are alive. They seem to be talking.
Okay. Do I recognize what kind of people they are? Like, we've seen yeah.
They are definitely fish people.
Right.
But they do not seem like predatory fish people. They seem to have the faces and colorings of prey fish.
Okay. Do they see me?
Are you being sneaky?
Nah.
Okay. They can see you, but also you're an octopus in the sea. So they seem to, like, you see one point at you and go, and the other goes, so yeah.
Looking innocent. Okay, so there is this one big entrance and a gate and 2 figures. I guess I'll just like scooch around the area a little bit and see if there's any other like features or anything else that is noteworthy.
There, like, you can, if you get a little bit closer, you can see beyond the gate there seems to be several like passageways, kind of. And if you like go into the surface, you can see nearby is a large like rock formation going above the surface.
Okay, so probably there's like passages that lead into a big formation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And Keithan seemed like they were pretty specifically swimming towards that cave. Okie dokie. I will bloop back up towards the group.
Okay. You go back to the group. I think if you guys are leaving the area, you start like basically from this beach area, you have to like walk up to the edge of the dock to get back to, or the edge of the docks to get back into Fishtown. And I think you see over the edge of one of the ships, you see a familiar head of red hair and a loud voice go, "Taking a swim, huh? Taking a bit of a dip in the water?"
Reluctantly.
Huh. And then Darabrock.
I was going to say, do I see these people?
Yeah.
I definitely tell it's Darbrock, and
you can definitely tell it's Darabrock. Lauren isn't there, but Darabrock is like holding the edge of the railing on the ship, and is like, "Hey, it's the orcs! Hi, orcs!"
Wait, and I'm like, did you guys tell us that they were here?
Nah,
nope, you didn't. They did not have a chance to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go look at Keithan, and I'm like, did you know that he was?
Yeah, we ran into them last night. That one and the Lauren, the ass.
Lauren's here too?
Yeah.
What are they doing here?
He captains a galloping minnow, believe it or not.
Oh.
Yeah, super drunk last night.
When isn't he though?
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is he drunk now?
Are you still hungover?
I'm never hungover if I'm always drunk. Ha ha!
Yeah, there's potential offer of passage. I'm not sure how safe, reliable that passage is.
I heard that! You're always safe when you're on the Galloping Minnow. I'd stake my life and my ship on it. And then you hear kind of faintly behind him, "Don't stake your life and the ship on things anymore."
Oh, poor Lauren. Okay. Well, that's interesting, but I guess good news that do you know what direction they're going? Are they?
I think it was towards the Wizard College in that general direction, Bestenhold or something.
That's good to know. We potentially have another ride.
Yeah, I don't know how reliable the information was because he was definitely pretty drunk.
Okay.
But yeah, Fiona and I had met them last night when we went on our walk.
Okay. Is it a good walk? How are you feeling? Are you feeling better? What's going on in your head?
Hey, Caitlin, are you cursed? That looked like a cursed thing.
I don't feel cursed.
Well, that's good.
But
I don't think a lot of people
was
feel
strange.
cursed, though.
You did lick those fish people yesterday.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if they would taste like fish or human.
That's gross.
I mean, they were fish when we fought them, and then human after. So
Yeah,
like,
but
they
you
smell
don't
of
go around
ocean.
licking
So
dead things, Ethan.
So you only lick live things?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize what I said until it came out.
Wait, no. Well, but you don't
How else are you
like,
supposed to like realize food? Like you have to taste the food first.
you eat things
What if
that
the
other,
food's poison?
yeah, you
That's
eat
why we
things,
didn't eat it. Like you taste it to see, and it wasn't good.
no, you eat things that other people have
Standards.
already eaten before you.
So I just need a taste tester.
Yes.
Did you want to be my taste tester?
No. You gotta find someone that's willing to be a taste tester.
But like we travel a lot.
Uh-huh. Maybe you
Guess I
should
can
just
make
eat
Mud the taste tester. See if Mud will eat it.
Your horse?
Yeah.
Or don't horses usually just eat grains and fruit? And
Yeah,
stuff?
but I mean, if he's gonna be traveling with us,
Hey, Keithan.
like it's kind of a constant companion. What?
I'm sorry to tell you this, but I think your horse hates you.
He serves his purpose. Doesn't have to like me.
Well, I'm just saying if he hates you, he's probably not going to be a taste tester for you.
I mean, if
Okay, Keithan,
open-
I will be your taste tester, and I will let you know if things aren't okay to eat. All right, as I've eaten a lot of things.
Same. I mean,
Okay. So if I want to try something, let you try it first, and then I'll try it. If you don't die,
Kind of.
get sick.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the catch is that Gnarl has to be willing to try it first.
But what if I explore more in my food than Gnarl does?
I'm pretty open to anything, Keithan. This is
Okay.
like,
That's true. We did have the butt conversation, didn't we?
Ew.
I mean, I've eaten a lot of things.
All right.
God!
All right. So the next fish person. If we come across more fish people, I'm a little curious if they all will taste rancid.
just like
I-
to talk to one. I think there's something up though with the wizard.
Well, the common thing here is Keithan saw felt family in the ocean and
Yeah, it
Yelena
doesn't make
felt
sense.
family in the ocean.
Yeah.
So, are you sure it's him? Like,
I don't know. I'm just saying I feel like there's a weird connection just because I think didn't this start when he showed up to town and started doing his mass fishing?
isn't that what druid person? Oh my gosh. What
Holla.
shark teeth Hala said?
Yes. Really quick, I do want to say, Rox, you after your investigation, you came out of the water. Are you a person again? Are you a Rox again? A Fion?
I'm
No?
a big old still.
Okay,
Yeah.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just chilling and I'm keeping an eye out for funny business on the shore or in the ocean. Just since I'm a nice, very swimmable creature, I think I should take this moment and just kind of like keep an eye out.
Okay, give me a
And
person.
I'll listen to everybody chatting, but yeah.
Well, well, I guess they've stopped at the end of the dock. And also, Darabak is like, should I be part of this conversation? Are you guys, can I
Do
leave
you
now?
have valuable information to add to said conversation? I mean, you can join our conversation, but if you have info, please.
I love
Feel free to-
conversations.
How long have you been in town for again? we
I
ask?
got in last night.
That's right. Because you gave your crew all the night off.
Yeah, because we sailed in from Gondorin, and I just want my sailing guys to come back and be happy every time, So yeah, I gave them the night off. Lauren says stop doing that, but fuck them. But also,
My sailing guys.
Yeah.
He's a seasoned captain.
Yeah, he's wearing the hat and everything. So yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just gonna say I will write in the sand with my tentacle, like staying to guard 1.5 hours.
Tam like nods like he understands what you're trying to tell him outside of what's written there, and then gives you the thumbs up again and then turns around. And Darabrak does a thoroughly impressive launch off of the ship, a little flip before he superhero lands in front of you guys. Spry as fuck.
I feel like you worked hard on that.
I did. Thank you for noticing. I honestly, I'm very happy this worked out the way it did, because there was one time I got a concussion and Lauren was not happy.
I'm not surprised by this.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be. Anyway, so yeah, you guys are being Snoopy, right?
I mean,
Doing some snoops.
When aren't we being Snoopy?
One big snooperoonie. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm bad at that.
You're very loud. So.
Yeah. It's probably has something to do with all the blacksmithing.
Yeah. Did you hear anything? Do any of your guys come from this area?
We were just talking about how bad my hearing was.
Do your guys come from this area?
I think one guy might, but man, now I gotta go back.
Now you gotta get back into the ship, huh? Do you want to toss, or?
No, I'll just go back to the fucking... God! If you wanted me to ask my guy stuff, you should have asked before I did a really cool flip off the deck.
There's no warning.
I'm obviously the kind of guy that would do a cool flip off the deck, okay? You should have anticipated. Oh, God. Never mind. Oh, it's fine. It's just... He stomps he stomps back up the deck onto the galloping minnow, and he said, "Brian! Hey, Brian!" Yeah, he's yelling out for Brian, and eventually a very hungover looking human man comes out, and he's like, "Yes, Captain Dauerbrock, how can I help you?" And Dauerbrock's like, "Brian, just the guy I wanted to see. Let's go do another flip off the deck." And he's like, I don't want to do flips off the deck. Fine.
I look to Z, and before they return, I'm just really surprised they didn't faceplant.
Yeah. We'll see what happens this time if he jumps off again.
So Dauerbrock is like, just go down there. We got people that want to talk to you. And he's like, "You got it, Cap." And he just kind of rubbing his head, just kind of meanders his way down. And Dauerbrock stands at the deck, kind of, all right, let's do this. It wasn't a one. But he definitely dives off, and you see him start to do a flip before he lands on his back and goes, "Bracing," he says, as he slowly gets up.
I'll go to help him up, because I know that's fucking painful.
Thanks. He takes your hand, and as he gets himself up, you hear a pop, 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 pop of his spine. And he's like, "See, I got Brian for you. Ask Brian anything you need. He'll answer all your questions for you."
Hey, Brian.
What's up? I'm Brian.
I'm Zenral. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Brian.
Yep, got that. Thanks. You feeling okay there, bub?
Good enough to work.
I can talk lower if you'd like.
That'd be nice.
Okay, so talk lower.
Yeah.
So are you from around here? Do you
Yeah. I grew up here.
Okay,
Fishtown.
so is this Fishtown stuff new for you?
Is fish what? No.
The fish people or
The
people
what?
sleepwalking into the ocean?
Lady, I don't know what you're talking about.
How long have you been gone from Fishtown?
Probably like a year.
Ah, okay. So if you grew up here though, has your town kind of lived cohesively with the fish people in the ocean?
I mean, usually, like the mayor will whenever there's like issues, the mayor will talk to the Druid Shark Lady, and then the Druid Shark Lady will go talk to the fish people, and then just kind of like bicker amongst each other. I don't think we ever like got along because my mom was always like, "Watch out for the fish people; they'll eat your toes." You know, like if I'm like my mom, like how moms are, they'll just be like, if you don't eat your greens, the fish people will come out of the ocean and eat your toes, kind of thing. I don't really think that they'll eat my toes anymore because I am a grown man, and my toes are much too big to eat. But
How big is this guy?
how big is he?
Yeah, is he like human size?
Yeah, he's human size. He's like 6 foot. So a little bit taller than you, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna make a comment about eating toes.
Oh, and Keithan is thinking about it. Like you just roast them up just right, but there's not a whole lot of meat. Like it's kind of like wings.
Tam says, "Can you not? Can you restrain yourself for 2 seconds, Keithan?"
I mean, you cook and they're fine. Take off all the germs. No, just look off to the ocean again.
Brian looks at Keithan.
She's
The point is, your
toes
are not too big to eat.
Yeah, they're a whole different culture.
Yeah, my mom says to beware of different cultures. Because some of them fucking eat toes and shit.
Should explore them. You never know. You might find something you like.
Some people really enjoy eating feet.
Why do I feel like the way you say it is different from the way she said it?
Same thing, different thing. Yeah.
He looks very uncomfortable as he just said.
Okay.
And Tam is like, I feel. You know what? He's letting it go. You can like see on his face the moment like he's like, and then you see on his face like him going, nope, I'm letting it go.
It's for the better. Okay. Well, anybody else have any more questions? I can't think of anything. Where's Fion?
Tam raises his hand. I know where Fion is.
Okay.
He points down at the beach and then also at the little note. For the next hour and a half, Fion's gonna just chill.
Oh, I didn't. That's cool. Okay.
And he's like, and then Brian is just like, do any of you guys got any other questions for me? And Darabak is like, On a scale of 1 to 10, like 1 being like the worst and 10 being like best, how would you rate working on the galloping minnow? And Brian is like, like a 6. And Darabrock is like, ugh, it's better than a 5. Any other questions?
No, Brian, I think I don't know anything else to ask. I appreciate it though. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I mean, okay, look, if you like, I'm not the best person to ask because I don't got, like the most recent lowdown or whatever the fuck, but I mean, like, a good person to ask if you want to like ask people about shit, you can, probably ask the fucking druid lady, right?
Yeah, I'd have to go back and talk to her.
Yeah, she lives down the beach a ways and she looks like a shark.
Mm-hmm.
But in like a hot way. Like normal. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, go do that.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And then he like just kind of stumbles away.
I'm gonna look at our group.
And Darabrock like kind of wiggles his way into your group.
I mean, yeah, you can.
Yeah, he's part of your group now.
That's fine. So, I don't know what else to ask. Who else to talk to?
Well, I mean, Brian said talk to the hot shark woman.
Yeah, I mean, that would require us going back. When did Fionn say that solstice was?
3 days!
A few days.
Or 2 days now.
Yeah.
2 days.
If we head back a day early, we could probably talk to them about it. I don't know if there's anyone else in the town that might know.
I mean,
At least from the beach, it didn't seem like people were really talking about the sleepwalking until you brought it up.
Tam like thinks on it. He's like, well, I mean, okay, if we got more questions for Yelena, we can ask Yelena questions. Or he looks at Keith and I mean, now that you're like yourself, and we know you're not gonna like go running off, we could also like you still got that funny feeling, right?
Yeah, but I know it's false. I'm a little curious if I touch the water again, if it'll come back.
Well, I mean, Fionn's in there.
I think Fionn like talks to squirrels and shit, and like maybe she can talk to like the fish.
Hey, Fionn! You want to talk to some fish? Can fish talk?
Sorry. I could. If you all asked me not to be an octopus, I could not be an octopus. But I thought.
I love it.
I think it's entertaining.
Okay.
Keith is going to walk over to you.
I was like, just in case it's useful, I'm going to stay like this for a little while.
I think I'm going. We're on a dock, right?
Yeah, you're at the very edge of the dock.
I am gonna push Keithan in.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm gonna test this theory to see the water, and we've got Fionn right there. So if necessary, while Fionn is an octopus, because I'm assuming it worked so well last time, it should work this time, right? So I'm just gonna push Keithan in.
Okay, Keithan, let's do opposed strength checks.
Oh my god, I got a nat 20, so 19.
Oh, there's no way! Oh, shit. You said strength? Hold on. I'd have to get a nat 20 to possibly be. Come on. No, I didn't get a nat 20, but it's still pretty good. That will be a 23.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is this, because I would like to see it happen. What happened? Keithan does get pushed into the water. However, because Keithan had a natural 20, they have the wherewithal to grab Zeneral by the arm, and they both go into the water.
Okay. I'm in the water.
Yep, you guys are both in the water, and Fionn, you feel that call pulling you into the deep, but mostly you're just pissed at Zeneral.
Oh, you mean Keithan?
Or Keithan is just pissed at Zeneral. Yeah. Zeneral, you feel wet.
Yep, I'm gonna pull myself out of the water and back onto the dock.
But does Keithan let you with that natural 20 and that vice grip on your arm?
Hey.
We're still at the surface of the water, so unless there's like something on top,
Yeah.
I'd probably try to like throw it on sea. Like if there's like floating seaweed or something like that, just like throw it in their hair braids.
Yeah, you could. There's some seaweed around, and you just kind of throw it on.
Yeah, just hang on to them,
Yeah.
like her enough to be like. "Mwah, mwah."
I get back on the dock and I look at Keithan. How you feel?
I felt a little bit of a pull, but not a mandatory. As like I start swimming back.
I'll put my hand out and help Keithan back onto the dock.
You guys eventually come out of the water, and Darabak is like, "Are you good?"
Yeah, I'll pull, Keithan out and I'll say, how do you feel?
I feel all right. Not as much of a pull as earlier.
You
And I
don't.
don't feel the impending dread.
So
Right.
Tam is like, so then why don't we? Okay, so then why don't we just follow? Why don't we just follow the feeling? If we know you're gonna keep your head.
There's a problem, is I'm assuming they're underwater and I can't breathe underwater.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Yeah.
Tam looks over at Fionn. Hey, Fionn, can you make all of us breathe underwater?
Oh.
Back into a tiefling.
Fionn!
That wasn't bad. I quite liked it. I could swim fast.
How did it
Yeah,
feel to have
that's quite a hold
suckers
you got there.
all over? Did you get stuck to a bunch of stuff besides Keithan?
Only Keithan.
I'll have some marks from that.
Got a couple spots on you. Sorry about that.
Dude,
Yeah.
would
It's
hit-
fine. It just looks like I had a really good time.
A really good time doing what?
Swimming.
Okay.
So underwater breathing. I could do
Beyond
that.
the eyebrow. Hmm?
Why don't I just do that now in case something else like that happens as well? It'll last for 24 hours, so.
Oh, so that way Keithan can swim away forever.
Oh no, not if I have anything to say about it. I have one more wild shape today.
Unless we
Yeah.
make a short rest, right?
Also that, but I can do it twice in a day.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna cast water breathing on everybody. Ooh, I can do it ritually. Yes. Okay. Everybody sit around. I'm gonna take 10 minutes.
Okay, how many people can you do it?
Up to 10.
Up to 10? Okay, Darabrock is like, hey, can Lauren get in on this, just in case?
Oh my god.
Like for funny business? or?
Just in case. I don't know. If I go on an ocean adventure, I want Lauren with me.
Oh, I wasn't going to include either of you. I think you.
I'm not invited?
You've got plenty to do on your
But I
ship.
thought Zeneral said I could come.
I
I
like
just
it.
said you were a part of this conversation. I didn't think. What if we go out of town? Are you gonna follow us?
We've gotten into some pretty big scraps, and I would not want to drag other people into our business.
Darabrock fine, and so he steps out of your He steps out of your little ritual circle, like looking a little sullen, and he's like, almost broke my back and doing flips off the deck, and I can't even breathe under.
Flips off the deck.
Tam's looking a little smug
Oh shit.
inside
I'm tempted to not include Tam, but I'm going to include Tam.
Tam, reading your mind goes, if you don't let me, I'm gonna throw a fit. I'm gonna throw a fit.
All right. So, see Gnarl, Dion, Keith, and Tam. Am I missing anybody?
Unless Dauerbach's like,
Darbrock and Lauren.
I'm worried they're gonna like go off somewhere to like try to have underwater sex and like get eaten by fish people. So
I mean, like minus the last part, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to enable that. It's too dangerous under there. Well, yeah, I'm not going to enable that. It's too dangerous.
Okay, so you guys can now breathe underwater.
And you've got that option for 24 hours.
And Tam's like, I'm gonna go for a swim.
Oh, okay. Don't go farther than about
He like stops. He stops at the edge of the dock.
like there's all sorts of things down there, Tam.
Or okay. How about this? I'll put my foot in the water to make sure that I'm not also gonna go all Keithan and run away.
All right, fair.
Okay. Tam
Did it, but
Tam steps up to the edge of the dock, and first he takes off his shoe and his sock, and he slowly inches his toe in through the surface of the water and goes, just kidding.
Please just still hang on to the dock. Don't go out swimming.
I'll just
Don't
wait.
go down. There's all sorts of things under there, Tam.
Okay, so what did you do while you were out there?
I just took a peek around. There's
Anything?
a cave. Keithan was heading for a cave, big underwater cave. So I went and scoped out the entrance of it, and looks like perhaps the dwelling place or meeting place for the fish folk. There's a great sort of gate set in the cave, about 30 feet back, and a couple of fish folk guarding the place. They looked like perfectly nice, not predatory in any way. Just
Okay.
keeping watch over the gate, and I think there's some passages behind there that go into the great rock you can see out there. I think my guess is they've got a lot of space under there. So we could go up and try to talk to them if we wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just
I don't know if I can speak.
Can you talk to fish people?
Speak the right language. I don't know if I can do that. So I'm not sure if it's worth doing anything about, but that seemed to be where Keith was going.
okay.
I do remember seeing a little bit of a cave before you got me.
You said you just felt like something terrible was happening and you had to go.
Yeah, I felt like my family was in danger. It doesn't make any sense. He wouldn't be in the ocean, but I see that now, but at the time.
Did you know where you were going, or just you had to go in that direction? Did you have a picture in your head of the destination?
No picture of destination, but I just felt like the feeling I knew where I needed to go. But I didn't know what that place looked like.
I think the thing that's a bit odd to me is that this cave is being guarded by the sort of regular fish folk. It's not. I didn't see any sign of the predators or the magic users or anything like that. So it seems a bit odd to me that you would have been called there.
Maybe they're working together?
Maybe so. That seems.
There's a lot of odd things going on in this town.
I mean, I didn't turn into a fish.
Right, and why didn't you turn into a fish? The way Yelena was about to.
Yeah, why didn't I turn into a fish?
Right.
I didn't have any problems breathing. I was drawn to the water, but
Tam was like, maybe you're just hardier than other people.
Yelena's a pretty tough character.
Maybe this isn't the first instance she's had this.
Did you ask her? Did you speak with her at all?
No, I talked to the gnome, the wizard gnome. You weren't here for that.
How did that go?
He thinks I'm a cop. I didn't tell him otherwise, so I'm just letting him think I'm a cop.
Yeah, Z says it's not okay to say you're a cop because that's illegal, but it is okay to heavily imply that you're a cop.
I never said I was a cop, but I think I scared him a little bit, and I told him I'd see him later. So.
Or sorry, Z heavily implied that it's only okay to heavily imply that you're a cop.
Again, his words, not mine.
I sort of like squint at Z and go, I wonder if the fellow's ever seen a cop.
I know. That's kind of why that was kind of my words. I mean, he asked if I was a cop, and I said, would it make you feel better to think I was a cop?
And then his eyes got real wide.
Mm-hmm. Was he being evasive about, were you asking him questions?
He asked a few, but I didn't get like a whole lot of answers out of him. Maybe I wasn't asking the right questions, which is possible. I feel like I did kind of come on a little strong though, telling him that telling him that that he was overkilling the fish and taking jobs from the fishermen that actually live here. And maybe he was upsetting the balance between the fish people and the people on land. So, and that's kind of when he asked me if I was a cop. But,
I see.
Yeah.
Well, he knows we're interested now, but that might not be a bad thing. I assume he was didn't want to really answer your questions and see.
He answered some of them, but he was mostly flaunting about his process. He scries on a fish pod, goes to said fish pod, and then calls lightning down from the sky, he says. Because he is Earthwind the Magnificent.
Aha! You hear.
Is he around?
No.
Oh, God. Okay. Is he scrying on us?
He just, I guess he must have just been like boasting about his process and wanted to tell somebody. You know, he seemed shocked that I didn't quite know who he was. So again, kind of add to his ego / boasting.
Lightning Wizard. He did seem shocked. I appreciate it. Thank you for appreciating me, Tam.
And you also hear Darabot going, I also think you're funny.
Good crowd. Good crowd. I'll be here all night. I fear. Okay. Well, now that he knows that you're asking questions, should we could just corner him and get a little tougher with him, I suppose. Seems like he's got quite a bit to do with this.
That's what I thought too, because things didn't start up until he came to town, from what I gather. That's kind of my understanding.
And there may not be any point to being subtle about it anymore. All right.
But also, like, is this any of our business to get into? I mean, it's a little bit our business now because of Keithan, but like...
Yeah, we don't know if, like Like, Keithan might be fine now, but we don't know if Keithan's gonna be fine later, because it seems like a lot of the bad stuff seems to happen at night.
True.
Yelena seemed like she was still very entranced by the ocean as well.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, we may have to make this our business.
I mean, I'm certainly just kind of, I always feel a bit compelled to help out if I can with my, whatever I can do. But we don't have to, of course. By any means.
Well,
I'm out for swimming and checking things out.
Well, at
I'm
the
a little
very
curious on where it would have been.
at the very least, we gotta figure out how to make sure Keithan doesn't go off the deep end again. And then you hear Dawak.
He's just listening in our cowering pages.
I don't know what to do with myself. Lauren won't let me work on the ship.
Okay. So I guess it was suggested a couple times, well, mentioned a couple times that what's her name? Hala?
Say that one more time.
Hala? Hala the druid?
Hala, yeah.
Suggested a couple times that we go maybe talk to her just because she is the
go-between?
Middleman, I don't know, translator between the town. I guess the mayor used to go and talk to her and she would go talk to the fish people.
She's not getting involved, though. I mean, she was the one who let us know that this was happening and we should look out for it on the road, but she's not down here investigating it herself. So I wonder how much she cares, or
Does she have anything to do with it?
I mean, she has got a predatory face.
anything's possible.
Well, that seems racist.
Hey, if she's not helping out, but she's talking, I mean, if she knows about this.
That's kind of my curiosity is she clearly did know about it and isn't particularly interested in intervening in any way, at least not that I could tell.
We should at least give her a chance. Talk to her again. See if we can get more from her. Fionn, you said you can't talk to the fish people, or you're not sure if you would even...
I don't know. Somebody around here must know the common.
Is there... Are you able to talk to, like, sea life? Maybe they'd have some insight. Maybe not just the fish people.
Yeah, like physical fish. Maybe they see a lot of people swimming into the ocean or floating up.
I'll actually close my eyes and think about that for a minute. Is that something I can do?
I'm gonna honestly, okay, so I'm gonna say, I'm making a rule call here. It doesn't say it in water breathing, but I'm gonna say, if you have water breathing, like, okay, the issue was that I was coming upon is, like, it's hard to cast speak with animals when you're, like, underwater when it's hard to speak, right? So, like, yeah, you can understand what the fish might be saying, but, like, you can't speak with them because it's hard to speak underwater. However, I'm going to make a rule call even though it doesn't say it in the spell rules. If you have water breathing cast on you, you can also speak normally underwater as well. So, yes, you can cast speak with animals on fish underwater, and you can speak with them if you have water breathing.
If I had that equipped, which I don't.
Oh, no.
I can't speak with animals today. I can arrange an animal messenger.
Tam, hold on.
I can destroy water. I can cure wounds. I can cast darkness.
Tam raises his arm. Tim raises his arm. I can
yes?
speak with animals. I learned how to speak with animals a while ago. I spoke to your horses. Don't you remember? I spoke to your horses. That's how I know Mud hates Keithan. Sorry, Bertrand. Bertrand hates Keithan.
there for them.
That
No.
is so much easier, but I get it.
No, but seriously, Keithan, you should probably work on fixing that because he would eat your corpse after you're dead. Like,
Yeah, why not?
that was supposed to mean something else.
Horses don't. Okay.
I know, that's what I'm trying to say, right? Horses don't eat meat, and he would eat Keithan after she dies. That's how much he hates her.
Did he tell you that?
Yes.
Oh, I see. That's a lot of hate. for a
Yeah,
horse.
he was just like, I'm just waiting for my moment, and I was like, are you okay?
I don't really see much problem with this.
It was scary.
Note to self: check in with Bertrand, see if he needs therapy. So do you want to try going down and talking to some of the fish and things? Okay, we can do that.
I personally would really like to see what's all the way down there. I only saw a glimpse of
You're
some sort
like,
of cave in the distance.
like as you're talking, Tam is like pulling off his shoes, like takes off his cloak, takes off his tunic, and then just dives in. And then he's like down there for like 30 seconds before he's like, wait, what do you want me to ask?
Oh boy.
We're wait for us.
Oh, okay.
Sorts of dangerous things down there.
Yeah, when Z pushed me in the ocean earlier, I still felt where I wanted to go,
Right.
but it wasn't the same intensity. So
Like a compass.
yeah, kind of like a compass, so we can
like a quest
try
mark.
to see where that leads.
Do you think you
I
could?
don't think they'd let us pass the gate, though. Okay.
I don't know if the feeling would change past the gate, or if that was.
Well, why would they stop Keithan when Keithan felt? I guess
Right.
you felt like you
What?
needed to go, right?
What if we pretended?
Right. Well, that does seem strange, though, like that you were being drawn somewhere past it.
I don't know if it was past it, through it, or just in that direction.
I mean,
Kind of
I'm
caught me
kinda
before I got
with-
to find out.
I'm kind of with Tam. Like, what if we followed Keithan's feeling,
Mm-hmm.
but we all pretended that we were like Keithan?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
I know, I just agreed with you.
No one listens to me because I'm a kid.
I just agreed with you. I just agreed with you.
I mean, nobody listens to you because you're a kid.
I know.
You should put your stuff back on too, because what if something eats your toes while you're in there?
Well, that
That's-
was going to go with that. But if we're going to go in and just sort of see what happens, as if we've been called there, we would be wearing all our stuff. I mean, leave anything behind that you think is particularly valuable, but otherwise, your clothes would all
It's
stay
a
on.
good point.
Ditch anything. Leave anything here that you think is valuable and you don't want to get wet. But other than that,
You see Tam just
I mean, we're gonna have gross shoes. It's just gonna feel weird, gross. Wet socks. No one ever likes that.
I don't wear shoes.
Do you know what trench foot is?
What?
Trench foot.
No, I don't.
It's when your feet are moist for too long, it starts rotting off.
Oh, like a fungus. Sure.
Yeah, that's what you get for swimming in your clothes. I don't want my feet to rot off.
They won't. Oh my goodness, you're so dramatic sometimes, Tam. They're not gonna run. Okay. Sure, yes, you shouldn't go with us. It's too dangerous and your feet
Okay,
are-
now you can't. Okay, I know you're trying to. I'm smart. Okay, I'm gonna be a wizard, and I know you're manipulating me. He says as he pulls himself onto the dock and starts pulling his shoes back on. I know what you're doing. Okay.
Are you okay?
You
I'm
seem a little high
fine.
today.
Nobody listens to me, and when they do, they're just trying to make me do what they want them to do with their stupid logic.
Once he finishes putting his clothes back on, I'll push him back into the water.
And yeah, you see a very grumpy Tam face, like, glaring at you.
This is why breakfast is important.
Yeah.
Guys, do we need breakfast?
Yeah.
Did we have breakfast?
No.
This is very important for our group.
Gnarl
No.
stole some bread.
Yeah, no, you guys very specifically did not have breakfast because there wasn't anybody at the tavern when you came down.
Breakfast and then go.
I'll take out the
Yeah!
bread that I stole and start like handing out pieces.
Tam's hand reaches up from the dock.
Is there any place like selling fish and chips or anything along the shore?
There sure is.
Little food cart, perfect.
Yeah, there's a little food cart that's just like fish and
Perfect.
chips.
Oh, should we eat the fish? Is that all right? Should we just eat chips?
Wait,
I mean, I
do we
ate the
know that
fish.
the fish is? It's the fish that's wrong?
We
Because
don't
there's
know that.
because
No,
a
but
bunch
I'm
of people eat
wondering.
fish.
Okay, you saw other people eat fish besides Keith and Yelena.
Well, I mean, I assume that it's called Fish Town.
I mean, I ate the fish, but obviously I'm not the best example of this, so.
Maybe I'll just have, since I have the ability to sort of bring people back out of their funk, I'll just have some chips. The rest of you can have fish and I can fix you up if need be.
I want just chips.
All
Now
right.
that you said that, now I'm scared. I'm more scared of turning into, like, I'm more scared of becoming a weird...
I wander off toward the cart. He's
I'll get
like
some
in the
fish.
background.
Yeah, no, you hear from behind you, I want just chips too!
All right. Do you want vinegar on them?
No, ew!
You don't know what you're missing. Okay, I'll go get some chips.
I'll get fish and chips.
All right, excellent. Let's do that. We got to eat, people. This is
Yeah,
important.
you gotta eat. What do you you see a woman at the fish cart, and she says, "Fish and chips. What can I get you? Finest fish and just okayest chips."
I think let's try 3 orders of fish, 5 orders of chips.
Okay,
That's vinegar.
okay, that'll be like 1 silver.
Excellent. I'll pay.
Thank you. Here's all your things.
Do you ever feel the need to just walk into the water and go find something under there? You ever been called?
That's a really weird thing to ask.
Not in this town at this moment, it isn't.
Oh, you're right. I saw that commotion. Yeah, me? No. My cousin though? He disappeared.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What was his name? Or is his name?
Oh, well,
We can look for him. We're going in.
okay. Well, his name is Greg.
All right. I'll keep a weather eye open.
Thanks. Yeah,
Oh.
he was kind of an asshole, so you don't gotta look that hard.
All right. Duly noted. I'll give her a copper tip as well.
How long has Greg been gone?
Like 2 weeks?
Well, that's a while.
Yeah, he's probably dead.
Oh, thanks for the tip.
Waterlogged at least.
Amazing.
Yeah, and she just gives you like this dead-eyed stare. She's like, "Yeah, he's probably dead."
Thanks for the food.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Right.
You also you look at the sign as you're backing away, and you notice the sign on her little cart says Greg's Fish and Chips.
Wow. Okay, don't look that hard. Somebody's perfectly happy that their cousin has given up his chip stand.
I'm sorry, Roxbush, your reaction has me in tears.
So good.
Yeah, she just waves at you.
Right. Oh, I love Dungeons and Dragons. Great. All right, we'll eat our.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tam's sitting up on the dock. Now, still looking a little grumpy. But holds his hand out for chips.
Okay, give him his chips.
Yeah. And he looks at Zenral and Gnarl Are you guys gonna eat the fish?
Ethan's
Yeah.
eating the
Well,
fish.
I
Yeah.
don't see why not. What's wrong with it? And I'd eat some of the fish.
I got
Okay.
3 orders, so here y'all go.
Does the
Alright,
fish taste any different from the fish stew?
It sure
I
does.
like the stew had other stuff. Okay.
Oh, what does our fish taste like?
It tastes like seawater salmon.
Okay.
I know there's freshwater salmon. That implies the existence of seawater salmon, right?
Salmon do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have that zingy flavor that the other fishermen were talking about?
Yeah, so like it tastes like salmon, but it's like if salmon was also a battery that you put your tongue on.
I might only eat a piece because I don't know if I like this. Like zinginess.
I wonder if they've been electrocuted.
Are you eating fish too, Rox? No.
I see Zenral's face.
Yeah.
And
It's-
I asked.
It's zingy.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's from the electricity.
That's kind of what I'm wondering.
It's
Apparently
definitely
people
a
in
weird
town-
flavor.
Yeah, like this flavor?
I mean, it's not terrible.
That's true.
It's kind of
and
like
I'll keep
it's
eating
like
it.
spicy but different.
It's zingy. I don't know how else to describe it.
Tam munches on his
Zingy's
chips.
pretty much on the nose.
Yeah.
Well, Tam, when they turn, it's all on us.
Okay.
It's you and me, kid.
Okay. The Tam like puts his arm on his arms on his hips and he's like, "Okay, if you guys go into the water, you just, I'm going to get you. Don't worry."
I believe you.
Thanks.
So the plan is to pretend we are like Keithind and go follow Keithind into the water.
Oh, and maybe just not speak unless we're spoken to, and just try to head in.
Yeah?
Okay. Well, now
What
that
could
you
go wrong?
Huh?
What could go wrong?
What could go
Yeah,
wrong?
keep pace with me, though. I have the feeling that your loved ones are in danger. I guess have that
we can
mindset.
Get into character.
I look at Gnarl.
I think what could go wrong is a perfect note to end this session on. Rox, you got stuff?
What could go wrong? Find out next time on Ladies and Gentle Dice. We show our new episodes on Twitch every other Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. You can also check out all of our previous episodes on our YouTubes under Ladies and Gentle Dice, of course. We will also rerun this episode the Wednesday before the next one. We rerun Wednesdays before each new episode, so you can catch up on the previous one if you need to at 7 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch. Also follow us on Twitter. We're at Gentledice there, and we would love to tweet with you. I think that's everything.
And we also got a TikTok, right? Did you mention the TikTok?
God, why do I always forget that?
It's fine. We also got a TikTok. It's also Ladies and Gentle Dice. Sometimes I post funny stuff there. Anyway.
That's everything.
Thank you, everyone, for watching Ladies and Gentle Dice with us. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.